What up, what up, what up? Pryme.mega, new trees up is on the floor. Trees up. I'm gonna get right to it. So, I'm a little late, but I just got wind or the word that the Chicago 85 breads are re-releasing. I repeat, re-releasing this holiday season. And technically, we are in the holiday season, the last quarter of the year. So, if y'all watched any of my vlogs from previously back in, I don't know, what was that, February. I think that's when they originally were released. That is the one. That's one of the ones. One of the grails for me. I did not get the 85 bread last time because they limited them and then they sent the price sky high. Although it's not crazy. It's funny thing is I was just thinking to myself, I might, as they say, pull the trigger on one of the resale prices. I was just thinking that. However, I hit the brakes. When I heard that they were coming, that they're being re-released. And so, of course, there's no further word that I know of the exact date, because that can be anytime. Like I said, we're already in the last quarter of the year. And somebody said something about a shock drop that would have happened, I guess, a few days ago or last week. Did not happen yet. So, and I guess also the only difference is that the shoelaces, that it's going to come with the black and red and an extra pair of black with like sparkly stuff, something on the other pair. So either way, I'm gunning again for them. I'm gunning again, which may push my two choices in January and February. January Wolf Gray 5s and February Infrared 6s, which is my favorite. I've already said it. So one of those is going to be delayed. I'm not going to get, not if I get this, not if I get the 85 bread, because I was on a war path for those. I wanted those. I still want those. So like I said, I was actually coming to the decision that I was actually going to try to get a pair for resale. But tapping the brakes, gonna see what I can do, or how I make out with this re-release. And they're probably gonna make them limited. And I'm guessing they're gonna be released on Nike, because I don't think that. Here's the thing, they're probably just re-releasing the leftover stock that Nike had on the website. Because I don't think that, if I'm not mistaken, that they were released on the Nike website the first go around in February. I don't believe so. They just released them to certain stores. What was it, 2,300 stores or 23 stores to be exact. So yeah, that is my plan. I'm checking in because it's been a while since we talked sneakers, and a little update on the AE2s that I got. So this past weekend, I did a cancer walk with my family, and the walk was about 3 miles in our area. And so I had the AE2s on, and needless to say, I broke them in. But however, that left my left toe box. I don't know if it's because, see, I broke my toe next to the big toe. I broke that last summer, and I mean, it looked like it healed fine, but I don't recall the left being, maybe it was, I don't, no, I'm not, I mean, scratch all that, because when I had my James Hardens, when I first got those, the left side of my shoe, left side of my foot was like, really like, they was like crushing my toes. So same thing here. Luckily, after 3 miles of walking, I wasn't in any excruciating pain. They did break in well, I will say that. And there was wet grass and all kinds of, and I am surprised, because my first review was like, you're gonna be scrubbing that side, that pink side of the shoe, which actually made for a good shoe for the cancer walk with the pinkish type hue, by the way. But yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I said this before. As far as hooping, like I shoot around at the courts every now and then. I don't really like run full court or, any run run any teams, but I do, I shoot around, get my dribble, shoot my shot or whatever, get a good cardio workout in. I cannot see myself playing in AE1s or 2s. The lows specific. Let me be specific because I don't have the mids. I can see how that might work. But the lows, and I'm very funny with lows. I like to ball with high tops. The only ones that I really ball with lows was those James Hardens, and like I said, I got used to those. This is a different type of material. That shell, maybe it's just I think my feet are so narrow, like even in the lockdown, like the back of my heel still sliding up out of there. And at this time, I have my exact size. So like I said, they're definitely fitted because you had to break them in. They're tight, so I don't know, like as I was walking, I was like, man, how are they balling in these? But maybe I need to just get on the actual, the hardwood floor, actual gym, and then find out. Because other than that, it's honestly just speculation. But I noticed that when I bought the ones, and I was like, man, how? Even when I go to the regular gym, I was like, how is? I can't explain it. Like I said, they are comfortable, especially if you're getting your size, that 1-to-1 fit. But you gotta get used to that. You gotta break them in. But I just the way I'm set up, the way I move, is a little different. It's a little bit different, fam. I don't know. Is anybody else out there? I see a lot of people balling in them, and that's good. There's certain sneakers, there's certain Jordans that I won't ball in. Quick story. Not to change the subject. My Jordan 15s, whichever the ones are, and I'll put a picture of it. Whatever the ones are that look like a genie lamp at the top. I had 15s back in 2001 or 2001. And shout out to my brother JL Jupiter, right? We used to ball at the Y downtown, and I balled in those shoes. And for whatever reason, I don't know if I told this story, but for whatever reason, I felt like this burning on my toes, my left toe. So I'm like, yo, time out, yo, my feet is killing me, because I tried to ignore it. So I had time out, I sat down, I saw blood in my sock. I was like, yo. So I take the sock off, my whole toenail, like basically like busted off, like was hanging off. And so those shoes basically tore the top of my nail off. And so later on, I had to go to the doctors and everything. I had to get antibiotics and stuff because it would get infected, whatever. But I found out, somebody told me, I think actually my aunt told me, there's a difference between hard top shoes and soft top shoes. I guess this was 20 some years ago. That terminology could have changed. And they said some people can't ball with one or the other. Sometimes the shoe is too soft, too hard, whatever. So I didn't know that. But fast forward, I just got flashbacks when I wore those. I was like, I think that would happen again with these kind of shoes. And we're all built differently. So I just wanted to bring that up. If anybody else had, maybe had a question or kind of thought the same thing, again, no hating. I love the shoe. I actually want a ball in it. You know what I'm saying? But I just had a flashback of that when I was walking. I was like, yo, something is off. You know what I'm saying? But again, great shoe. Love the shoe 1 and the 2. Fire. I will be wearing them again. And that's it. But just want to holler at y'all real quick. You should comment below. Anything. Let me know what's going on. Y'all going up to the Bread 85s? What's good? You know what I mean? And I know. The Taxi 12s. I might have to get those too. Anyway, it's your boy Pryme.mega. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Have a blessed week. A blessed day. Let's get it, y'all. Trees up.